everyone. I'm SpeedyGRT, and welcome back to another episode on the Candle SMP. It's been quite a bit. It's been a while since my last episode, but I have come back on the server because right now there is an event going on called the Shopping and Popping event, where we are planning to upgrade the shopping district over in that direction. But before we do that, let's start out and show you what else is new on the server. As you can see, there's a few new things outside this area as well. So first of all, we have custom goat horns, which I won't play at this current moment because we don't need to hear them until something humorous happens. But I also have over here in my ender chest a few heads from other players because we have a mod installed that gives us players heads now. And I also have a smithing template. That one guy Gams, if you haven't seen him from some of my Candle lore videos or a few of my other series like that I'm on, like Life Labyrinth, he was kind enough to give me a smithing template, which I really did need because, as you can see, I have netherite ingot. And then the server updated and I wasn't able to upgrade things. So now we are going to do that right now. And I'm thinking we have all these tools, but because most people would use it on a pickaxe or something of the sort, but I'm going to use it on my axe because if I can figure out how to actually cut to me using a smithing table because I forgot we actually need one. Now, we're in the smithing table. We have our smithing template, which I believe goes here. And we have the diamond axe and the netherite ingot. And now we are going to get my first netherite tool, which is a netherite axe. Now that that's done with, we're going to head outside because, as you can see, there's quite a bit of new things around this area. So this is where my house was before, no new additions to that. But now we have this path that connects the area back to spawn, which you can see is filled with lots of bamboo and has been patched up a little bit from what I can tell. Still a few creeper holes, but it reminds us of things that have happened on this server. As we head back over this way, we can now also see this way to Fiddly Inn. This used to be Fiddly Donk's house, but it has been transformed, as you can see. Plenty of storage, plenty of berries, and a few beds for new members to stay in. We've actually had quite a few new members since I've last been on, including Undummy and Cameos. And over here in this area, this is the location of a soon-to-be park that is part of the community improvement on the server. We're going to be renovating and adding some new stuff to the area that is considered spawn right over here. As you can see, just to make spawn look nice, we have a bunch of goods over here. But that is not why we're on today. We're on today to start building our shop. So I'm going to cut right now to the location we're going to build in the shopping district. Here we are at the site of my future shop. As you can see, I've laid out this little area over here which will eventually become a bridge. But I think we'll work on that afterwards and we'll do the airship first. I chose this little spot because it's not in front of other people's shops like John's, whose shop is over there. I believe Sill's shop is in the distance. And it wasn't right in front of John's house because I didn't really want to block the view of his house from over here. So, it's that time again. So, let's get into a super speedy time lapse. We've completed the steampunk themed airship. So if I turn around behind me, you can see in the distance, here is the airship. I had a bit of trouble getting the balloon to be the exact shape I wanted it to be, but I think it turned out pretty good. And as you can see, we have the nice shape of the boat with a few propellers and some other decoration. We also have this part of it below the area, which is part of the bridge. Because it is a honey shop, I thought it would be a good idea to have the honey dripping down like a river. And in order to give this nice blue looking effect, like it's slowly going into the water, I put cyan wool underneath it. So in order to get to the shop, we have to go over here and up this little area. There's not really a staircase over here, so you just kind of have to walk up this area. There's a path over here though. which, as you can see, goes around the honey, which I used yellow wool underneath to make it look brighter. And it leads into this area. There used to be an old abandoned nether portal over here, so I've gotten rid of that. And we have this nice little camping area over here with some seating and a place for people to just hang out if they want to. Now we get to the actual shop. Ignore all the stuff that I haven't moved yet. We can walk across this bridge and we get to the main area. If someone were to fall down here, they would get stuck to the honey and wouldn't take any damage. So no one has to worry about that. Over here we are selling sugar, 1 diamond per 2 stacks. Honey bottles, 1 diamond per 16, which I might make it more depending on if I get more glass in the future. There is currently no shop for sand, so I do have to go farm that myself. 1 diamond per stack of honeycomb. We have candles coming soon. 2 diamonds per stack of honey block, and 2 diamonds per stack of honeycomb block. As you can see, none of these have any sales yet, especially the candles, because I haven't had time to stock those and need to make a string farm in the future. But over here, as you can see, this was very full yesterday when I last logged on. So someone has already bought plenty of sugar. And I have a theory as to who, but I can't confirm it yet. So let's take these diamonds. We have 6 of those. None in honey bottles yet, but that might change as we have a new member on the server who is a Florin and needs to eat honey bottles. And we also have 3 diamonds in the honeycomb, which we're going to use some of these diamonds and we're going to head over to John's shop in the distance. Here we are at John's Ender Spender, which, as you can see, has a wonderful color palette with a mix of blackstone and some of this blue netherwood, as well as a good use of the frog lights. I believe it's also supposed to give a cool mirror effect or something to that sort, which I can't remember the exact name of. But as you can see, it looks like it is a reflection of the top underneath the build as well. So as you can see, John sells a lot of potions, some Eyes of Ender and Ender Pearls, and things like obsidian and ender chests. What we're here for today is the ender chests, which we need for our shop. So we're going to use 4 of these diamonds to get 2 of these. We might come back in the future, but I believe that's all we need for now. We don't quite need potions yet, but it's good to keep them in mind for the future. Now that we're over here, we can also see progress on Syl's redstone shop, which should be here soon, as well as the actual build for the event where we had to get a shop or select them, which that one guy Gams or guy was hosting. So you can see it's a nice little ancient city temple. There's also an in-progress shop over here, which is currently a bucket, which I believe is likely Cassius's shop, but it is not completed yet. We also have up here, if we go up this other path, and which goes past my shop, we have Gray's lovely build. As usual, they have made a bakery. And if you watch the SMP, you'll realize that Gray always has a wonderful build style. Quite cute, with a large variation of woods and different blocks. So we can see there's campfires up there. And we can see the menu. Cookies, cakes, pumpkin pie, milk, And they also cater for parties. So if we go inside, there's a nice little area, and over here is the desk where you can purchase some different goods. And that is the end of this episode of the Candle SMP. We've completed our shop today. The different branch of the Happy Honeybee, which was the name of my original shop over by my house in the distance, and this is just the main version now. In the next episode, I'm planning on working underneath my base over in the main area because there's a very large cave under there and a cave spider spawner. And because I need string for candles for my honey shop, I'm going to make a farm. We probably have a spider spawner somewhere on the server, but this is just easier so I have quicker access to it and can get some experience for myself as well without having to travel all the way to the other farms in the distance. So, thank you for watching this episode of the Candle SMP. We'll have the shop judging soon for the shopping and popping event. And in the next episode, we'll probably find out who won that. In the meantime, if you're looking for other content, please feel free to check out everyone else's YouTube channels that create content for the Candle SMP, and check out some of my lore videos that I have on my channel, because there's going to be some exciting lore soon, both from this server and from other servers, so I hope you all look forward to that. Goodbye!